scream like Shanti playing in AMG. Let it rain on me. On my head, boys.
It was only opened in 2020, but quickly became one of the league's most recognizable venues. You're looking at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. Ball is teed up. Joshua Carty to do the honors. And here we go from LA. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. First play is to the air. Oh, they get to him behind the line, and he loses the football. Picked up by the Rams. Well, this one's certainly off to an exciting start, partner. Hopefully this is the type of energy we're going to see the whole way today.
Defensive coaches, Kate, love to say, steal a possession, find a way to steal a possession. Well, they stole it on the very first play, and now put their offense in the driver's seat.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. They run, it's the rookie from UCLA. He loses the football. And this is going to stay with the offense as he makes the recovery. The big play nets him 17 yards. And the Rams are going to have a first down. Waiting their turn on that sideline. You'd have thought they'd be focused in and ready for this, Brock, but instead, their very first snap nearly ends with them giving it away.
Well, thankfully, somebody was focused and quick thinking to get back on that ball. Now you got to settle down. You got to get back to that script and flush that negative play away.
Working inside the red zone. Caught by his back. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. 3rd and short in your back pocket. You can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Lamar back to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense. And now, well, now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin because we know pressure leads to sacks. And sacks in this league often leads to wins.
Gotta figure out this 3rd down here. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Look, he's in trouble and gets brought down again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down. Joshua Carty out for the Rams field goal try. He's got to drive this 37 yards down the middle. Slides kick is up and good. And that will get them on the board.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
And he elects not to bring this one out, so no run back, and we'll pick things up from the 30-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Throwing is Rattler. Catch made by Keaton Mitchell. And he reaches the 35 before going out.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Now Rattler. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball, left side. Oh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Running out of the gun with Mitchell. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that 1st down.
Ask for a little bit more on that one. That's that running back to come up with more than he's used to on 3rd down. He made it look like just another day at the office. I wouldn't expect every conversion to go as smoothly. He sure made that one look routine.
Looking to throw, Rattler. Finds his man over the middle. He's got a gain of 6 there. That tackle made by Kobe Turner.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 48. That's going to be caught by Mitchell. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
Rattler to the air now. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
2nd and 10 now. He's on the move. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a New Orleans 1st down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Escapes the pocket. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
That's just the case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
Second down now, 7 to go. Rattler setting to throw. And he's tackled for no gain. And we'll pause here for an injured Saints player. Looks like he's pretty shaken up. They'll get someone out to look at him. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Throwing from the gun. And he brings it in for a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints pull ahead 6-3 in the 1st. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. Joey Sly on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Saints take a 4-point lead. All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Give now to the running back. This is ahead for about 5. Peyton Wilson getting there for the stop. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Here's 2nd and 5. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
I know quarterbacks get paid a lot of money, a lot of glamour in this league, but today, well, this is a tough day for this QB. He's taking a beating. And whether it means changing up some of the blocking schemes, maybe mixing in a little bit of run, or heck, this quarterback getting the ball out of his hand more quickly, he's got to start protecting himself.
Jackson now on 3rd. Forced out to his right. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down. The Rams are set to punt. And he's in a real tough spot for his first kick. He bunted 3 times in the win last week, and this one is away. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. And that punt reaches 50 yards. And the Saints are going to enjoy some great field position on the short side of the field. First and 10 from the 41. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. It's taken in by Rome Odunze. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. We've hit the end of one in this showdown between 2 of the league's best. Neither side separating much so far. We'll return to Inglewood in just a moment. We're back for the 2nd quarter. Saints in possession of the football. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. He's on the move. He's finally caught, and he lost the football. Oh, no, it's out. And no turnover. It's going to stay with the offense. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock, but now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed. And you get that ball out the first time.
And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Saints now lead by 10. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Extra point is up and good from Sly. And the Saints drive their lead to 11. All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Pressure coming, it's Jackson. He puts some air under a deep throw to the left. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got second down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Lamar now from the gun. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. That's one he knows he should have had. So now it's going to be third and long.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down. The Rams are set to punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. The kicking team got downfield quickly there. He didn't manage much on the return. And the Saints will get set to take over. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Rattler back to throw. Hits his running back. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. That play good for 17 and a first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
Rattler. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces third down.
Oh, those linebackers. Those linebackers. They seem to be in the thick of every play and some of the quickest reaction times out there. He needed a quick reaction there to get a finger on the throw and change its direction.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Here's Rattler. He'll get this complete to Pitts. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that extends their lead to 14.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all, so they're going to give them a drive starting at the 30. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. The Saints calling for a timeout. They're first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. First and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, Jackson has him on the quick hitter. It's a race down the right side. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
First down, here's Lamar. Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, if nothing else, that proves they're not afraid to take a shot on any given snap. With enough looks, eventually, one's going to connect.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Throwing again is Lamar. Escapes out to the left. He just throws this one away.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Lamar throwing again. And that's going to be brought in. Touchdown, LA! The Rams make it a one-score game in the first half. On comes Joshua Carty to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Rams cut the lead in half. It's down to 7. Just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. He doesn't like what he sees, so a touchback. They're going to begin at the 30. Drive starts out with a first and 10. Trying to throw here out of the gun. He lofts it deep left. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Mitchell. Can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on first down. More to come.
And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make third down easier to handle instead, Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Third down from the gun. Looking for... Uh-oh, he's in trouble, and the Rams bring it down. Good pressure from the defense there has them trending in the wrong direction. There'll be a field goal try from Joey Slye. This only a chip shot from the right hash. We're at the 2-minute warning now from SoFi. The Saints inside a field goal range. Now we'll have a field goal try coming up for the Saints. A very short kick here from the right hash. Up and good from Joseph. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
All set for the kickoff. Slye with the honors. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Second and 12 behind the sticks. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Throw on third down. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Fourth down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And that fair catch brought in just beyond the 30-yard line. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And they're going to take over possession. Ball at the 33 for first down. Now Rattler. Rolling left, buying some time. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right. He even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. From the 37. Escapes the pocket. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the first down.
Looking to throw, Rattler. And he's across midfield into Rams territory. We have a timeout here. Second one taken by New Orleans. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
From just shy of midfield on second down. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. The Saints call their third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
Kate, speaking from experience here, what happens now with the third sack allowed, especially on an early down like that, is that head coach and coordinator going to have a conversation. Okay, we got to fix this. Do we slide? Do we chip? Do we keep more people in? Because the one thing you can't do is keep getting your quarterback hit.
Searches from the pocket. He's running for it. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. All set for the kickoff, Sly with the honors. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Now a give running right. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Options are open here. It's second and inches. They give it to him again. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Give him 3 on that game. And it brings up an LA first down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up second and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Completed to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And the Rams are going to have a first down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Ball on the 45, first and 10. Back to throw. Here's Jackson. Chased out to his right. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something when no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Putting the tight end in motion. 2nd and 10 now. He's got time here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
No matter what other stats you want to look at in this ball game, well, this defense can take some serious pride in at least one thing, and that is 6 quarterback sacks on the afternoon. 6 sacks? Well, that's an expectation rarely achieved. And a sign? Well, this group did their homework, and they're making it pay on the field.
Jackson now, 3rd and long. Launches one deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. It's a full 40 yards on the play, Brock, and a new set of downs.
If only every completion could get that kind of result. That's good enough to knock a defense flat on its back.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. Trying the right side. And it's a gain down to the 5-yard line. 1st down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Another carry for him. And he fought the good fight there just to make it back to the line. No gain on the play, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
Where one defender fails, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Lamar back to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did. Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. 2nd time they brought him out for a field goal, and 2nd time he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field. That's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And this is taken in the end zone, but not returned, so they'll take it out to the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Rattler to the air now. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Rattler setting to throw. Stays in the pocket, and he hauls in the interception. And the Rams get the the football as he makes his third interception of this season. Well, Brock, they left the locker room in front. Great position to be in, right? But a shaky start to half number 2 with that interception right there.
We know that no lead in this league is safe ever, ever, ever. A one-point lead, something that looks insurmountable. They all seemingly come down to the final possession anyway. And with a whole half of football left, you just can't give away too many possessions like that.
Slot receiver headed left. First down throw for Jackson. He's going deep. They get it right back. That's intercepted. Jeff Jones has got it. And the Saints are going to take over after the interception. Oh, my goodness, Brock. I don't think I've ever seen this back-to-back plays, and we've got back-to-back interceptions.
And I would be stunned here, Kate, floored, if we saw a third in a row right here. It might be the time to remind both of these offensive coordinators, you can run the ball, because these secondaries are locked in.
It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Jared Verse on the tackle.
He made something out of that play for them. Everyone's so concerned with defending the pass, they didn't quite keep tabs on what he was doing as a QB, and it gave him just enough room to run.
Mitchell gets it from the gun. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Pretty obvious, this defense, they need more people around the line of scrimmage. But the minute you do that, Kate, start opening up those throwing lanes. This is how balance takes apart a defense.
Going to the ground again on first. And he's going to be marked down a yard shy of that marker.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. Defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. Again, this is Mitchell. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. The Saints have it with a lead. Not a big one, though, trying to carry it through. All right, set now, 1st and 10. Here's Mitchell again. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Halfway there on 1st down, that brings up 2nd and 5.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
And he'll have a short pickup down to the 17. Give him 3 yards. That's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down. It's a very important field goal for Joey Slye. This one from even 40 yards out. Up and good from Joseph. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
It doesn't take a math major, Kate, to realize how important that field goal was. It's now a 2-score game really late and puts them in the driver's seat to go and finish this thing with the win.
All set for the kickoff. Slye with the honors. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Lamar off the play fake. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. It's a gain of 12 there. And it brings up an LA 1st down.
You know, coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a 3rd down on this possession. Or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
Throwing now on 1st down, it's Jackson. Short pass brought in. And this one doesn't go far. Offense up to the line fast. Here's 2nd and 7. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
So many coaches love 3rd downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know, got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
No, we changed it. Yo.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this, it's over. Over.
Rattler. He'll get this complete to Pitts. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact. It gets home. But, of course, we know it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
Getting out to his left. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
This is one of those occasions that it looks so promising when you take off as a quarterback, and then you're reminded just how fast these defenses are in the NFL. Couldn't quite move the chains, but it wasn't for a lack of trying.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. It's the 2-minute warning here in L.A. Now the Rams will use the first of their timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. And the Rams add a man to the secondary. We've got 5 in the nickel, 3rd down. Throwing with a blitz on the way. It's a New Orleans touchdown. Well, as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure has taken advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His 2nd touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
That one splits the uprights. And the Saints take a 3-possession lead.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, middle.
Here's the handoff. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
Best run games in this league have pilots can run it inside, and as they just showed right there, doing damage on the outside.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Back to the well again. And he gets across midfield and into Saints territory. Trying to set this up quick. From the 46. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. Trying to force one through there. And it's 3rd down now.
The ability to track the ball, right? Ball skills isn't just knocking it away, and that's a beautiful job there, Kate. But ball skills is also being able to track a ball on a deeper throw like that. If he doesn't swat it away, we're looking at a huge gain.
Jackson now on 3rd. Trying to push it deep downfield. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. Lamar now from the gun. That's incomplete on 4th down, and they'll turn over possession.
Hey, I get it, it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. They'll go to a knee, and that defense can only stop the clock 2 more times.
You got to expect the timeout is coming any moment now, right? If you want another shot with the ball, you'll need every second you can conserve on that clock.
Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down. They're just going to let the clock run out and take this delay. So that penalty declines. They're happy enough stuffing that last play at the line for no gain. Lining up to take a knee on second down. They'll go to a knee, and that defense can only stop the clock 2 more times.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
So it's a win for the Saints. And it's harder and harder not to mention, Brock, the possibility of an undefeated season as they add another to their total here in the penultimate month of the campaign. Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Huard and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL.